This is FactoryTalk View Studio Machine Edition. If I have to set up only a few alarm messages, I will normally do this. Under Alarms, double-click on Alarm Setup. In Alarm Setup, under Triggers tab, click on Add, and then click on Tag to open the tag browser, and then select the tag that will trigger the alarm message. OK. Trigger type will be value. And then go to Messages tab. Select the trigger that we just created. Enter the trigger value that will trigger the alarm message. If the trigger data type is Boolean, the trigger value will be either 0 or 1. If the trigger data type is double integer or real or float 32, the trigger value can be any number. Enter the alarm message. OK. And that should be it. If you need to set up only a few alarm messages, we can see it requires multiple steps to set up one single alarm message. What should we do if we have to set up hundreds and hundreds alarm messages with hundreds and hundreds triggers? This is the solution I got from Rockwell Tech Support. I will include this in the video description. Basically, it is the Excel template to help us work on the alarm setup more efficiently and the instruction how to import it back to FactoryTalk View Studio. Let's open the Excel template. There are 4 tabs here: Alarms, Alarm, Triggers, Messages. However, we will need to work on the last 2 tabs only: Triggers and Messages. Let's go to Triggers tab. Enable editing. I don't have this in my example. EXP is a tag or expression from the POC. It is triggers in here. type value, trigger type value, ID will keep going from 1 to 100 or 1000. This is what I have in this example. ID T1 all the way to T832, and tag or expression from POC. You can see it go from HMI alarm bit array element 0, bit 0 to bit 31, and then element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 25, bit 31. Let's go to the messages tab. This is for alarm messages. Again, ID will go from 1 to 100, 1000. And trigger type will be either 0 or 1 for Boolean data, or any number for double integer or real data. And this is what I have for messages in my example. ID M1, M2, M3 go all the way to M832. And I have a few alarm messages here. After we finish working on the alarm setup on Excel, first we need to save the file. Second, we need to save as XML data. This is the format it needs to be in order to be imported back to FactoryTalk View Studio. Save. Continue. Now let's go back to FactoryTalk View Studio. This is what we currently have in FactoryTalk View Studio. Just a few triggers and a few alarm messages. Okay. Now let's import the XML file that we just worked on into FactoryTalk View Studio. Under Alarms, right-click on Alarm Setup, Import and Export. Select Import Alarm Configuration into Application. Next. Do you want to back up the existing alarm configuration? Yes. Next. Select the location we want to save the backup alarm configuration. Okay. Next. Select the alarm configuration file to import. Browse it to the location of the XML file. This is the XML file that we just worked on. Open. Finish. Alarm export operation has completed. And this is for the import of the XML file. Now let's take a look at the updated alarm setup. It now has hundreds of alarm triggers and hundreds of alarm messages. And that would be it for alarm setup on FactoryTalk View Studio. Thank you for watching.